Oh, by the way, Karen, she went with the family to go watch Star Wars. And so I'm hoping that she's going to have a great time this morning. But for me, my war is with HouseWrap. Let's do this. Last night we put out our Christmas wildlife tree. And I wanted to come over here today and kind of see apples have been nibbled on. The Cheerios. I think our little holiday or our little Christmas wildlife tree is doing quite well. All right. Well, it's time to get to work this morning. We're finishing up the sheathing on the house, and we got one side to go. I'm going to add a few braces on the inside where a few of these are in doorways or in windows, just to give it something solid to block up against or whatnot. But yeah, we're gonna get this last side done, and it'll be fully sheathed. Done. Knocked it out. So we ran a little bit shy on the OSB, so I had to make a little run to go get a few more pieces. But window here, door, window. But yeah, we're done. Bam. I'm excited. I am excited. Now we got to wrap it. Last video, we finished up the sheathing, and as night began to fall, it started to rain. And so I needed to get the HouseWrap on or the Tyvek or whatever you want to call it. I wanted to get that on so that the top edge of the of the cabin wouldn't swell. The OSB board wouldn't swell. And so I went ahead, and my brother-in-law came over, and his wife Laura, Greg and Laura, and Karen and I, and we got the HouseWrap put on, and we essentially just kind of lapped it over and let it hang. That's all we had time to do before night set in. But it kept the rain off that top plate from sitting on that upper lip of the OSB and swelling it. And then, of course, once OSB begins to swell, it begins just to fall apart or whatnot. So we got that on. So today's task is going to be to secure the HouseWrap, and it's also going to be to I'm going to cut out the door. So the door is somewhere in this area. I'm going to cut it out, and our little access hole, which is really a window in the living room, is right here. And so I've got to actually put a board. I got to put a board on here and cover that up. Part of it, of course, will eventually be cut out because it is a window, but the bottom part of it here will need to be framed up. And so I'm going to put a board in here to cover this up, and I'm going to cut out the door. So that's the goals for today. But more importantly, I got something really, really fun at the end of the video that my son, who's driving down from Tennessee, he and I are going to participate in. I think you'll enjoy it. So stick around, and we're going to have a little fun today. Oh, by the way, Karen, she went with the family to go watch Star Wars, and so I'm hoping that she's going to have a great time this morning. But for me, my war is with HouseWrap. Let's do this. All right, so that's one side. I'm gonna spare you the agony of watching all four sides, but I will share with you what I'm doing. I'm taking some 3/8 of an inch staples. Went to the good old Ace Hardware and bought me a hammer, a staple hammer, so yeah, that's all I'm doing. Pulling it taut and popping it all over the place. I don't think there's any right way to staple it. Maybe there is, but I'm just throwing staples all over the place to make sure I get that stuff tied down real well, nice and tight. So when we come back to put the siding on it, we'll have very little issues, and it makes it obviously somewhat water resistant, I believe. And so anyway, I'm going to finish up the other three sides real fast, and then yeah, let's get on to something a little bit more fun, right? Well, all right, guys, we have finished house wrapping. We've got the entire exterior of the house completely wrapped. I'll show you that real quick. So I did also cut out the door, which I cut the door out, and then where we did have the hole over here, I covered it up, so now it's covered. But now the entire house is completely wrapped. Sawdust up the nose. Woo! All right. Backside. I ran out of the HouseWrap, so I had to go back and get some more. And so I went over to the old Ace Hardware and got another deal of it and cut the bottom strip for it, tucked it up underneath, and so it's overlapped. And yeah, just went to stapling like crazy on it. I think we're done. So now then, we're gonna have a little fun. My son come down, and one of the things that he and I got for Christmas, Santa Claus brought us a couple of toys. They're not toys. Santa Claus brought us a couple of tools that we're going to be using.
Tools for self-defense.
And so we're going to get out here and we're going to have a little target practice, because Santa brought us a couple of firearms. And so Dylan got a Colt Cobra revolver, 38, and I got the Sig Sauer 9mm P320 X series
Tactical.
and so this is the
Oh, did they not see the gun when I showed it earlier?
yep, there's Dylan's. All right. So we're going to set up here. We've got a mound back here. We're going to set up a couple of targets. There's also a hill in behind that with a bunch of trees, obviously, but this goes up, and so we're shooting into a hill. So we're being very safe about this. We will have eyewear and ear protection, and we're going to go through our gun safety before we get started, and then we're going to shoot a few. Glad you guys came along and let's see. to watch us demolish a couple of plastic Coke bottles. And as always, we certainly are very, very thankful that you guys have joined along to follow us on our journey as we build our modern homestead from the ground up, starting with our very own cabin. Next time, the hope is that we'll see some trusses roll in. It's we're getting close to the new year, and so there's still a lot of companies that take days off and so forth. So we'll just have to see how that kind of plays out. I'm hoping Robbie's getting the order placed. I'm hoping to see him next weekend, but if not, we'll have something else going on. I guarantee it. And so anyway, hey, thank you guys for joining us. If you don't mind, pound that subscribe button down below, and make sure you like the video. And maybe leave us a comment in the box below. We'd love to hear from you. But anyway, hey, listen, guys, y'all have a great week, and we'll talk to you later. Until next time, see ya.